Good morning, everyone. I wanted to welcome everyone to White Cane Safety Day, and thank you to DARS for sponsoring and putting this together. And I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Benigno, who chaired this whole thing. And a funny story about him is we met a few years ago when he was actually my Braille teacher, and he taught me both grade 1 and grade 2, so I learned both uncontracted and contracted Braille with Benigno, and he used to come over to the house. We'd sit at the dining table, and it was funny because I remember after learning grade 1 and grade 2, and then I flew on a plane and they gave me the safety manual, and actually this is before I learned grade 2, and they gave me the safety manual and I tried to read it, and there were all these Braille characters that I didn't understand. So I came home and I said, Benigno, did you really teach me Braille, because I didn't understand the safety manual on the plane? And he said, oh, well, I guess you're ready for grade 2, but I haven't had to teach anyone up to that level yet, so he likes to call me an overachiever. But yeah, thanks, Benigno, for giving me more independence. It took me a long time to get to the level where I wanted to learn Braille. I actually lost my vision several years before deciding to learn Braille, but since I'm a writer and a graduate student in a creative writing program, I figured I really had to become literate and not depend on audiobooks entirely. So, you know, White Cane Safety Day originally started out, I guess, as something to promote awareness for the vision impaired in Houston and other cities across America. But I think it's also become a celebration of independence for those of us who are vision impaired. And for those who don't know me, I guess the introduction already said it, but I am Christine, and I was on the 3rd season of MasterChef USA, which is a competitive cooking show on Fox with Gordon Ramsay and Joe Bastianich and Graham Elliott. And it took me a while to work up that confidence to be cooking on a national TV show on such a level, besides other cooks who are very talented and who obviously had an advantage over me by being able to see. But I think over time, I would say that it wasn't easy to accept my vision impairment, since I wasn't born this way, and I actually lost my vision gradually once I was diagnosed with an autoimmune condition that gave me lots of optic nerve inflammation, and eventually my optic nerves just atrophied over time. And so it wasn't until I started losing my vision that I actually started also really loving to cook. But it was sort of a devastating thing, because I was starting to get really good at something, but I was losing my vision, and I felt like I was losing my independence. And it was not an easy time in my life, as I'm sure for those of you who have experienced vision loss or who have vision loss most of your lives, it's a different way of living. But I think once you embrace it and you accept it and learn to accept the help of other people and just realize that you have it within yourself, a much more capability than you give yourself credit for, and that we all have that. If you have the will inside you, there will be a way to become more independent and embrace it. And when you are willing to accept that help, we realize that we just have to do things differently. There's nothing else that sighted people can do that we cannot do. We just have to do it differently. And I think once you realize that and embrace that and accept it, I think you can really fly with your true colors. And I really believe that all of us have that within ourselves. And I'm honestly living proof that these dreams come true no matter what. So I just wanted this to be a little message of inspiration and hope for all of us, that I think as we progress in this city, that I think I've become sort of, I guess, a model for those living with a vision impairment, that we can do all things. And hopefully I've raised awareness about vision impairment and how to treat the visually impaired with dignity. And I just want this to be an inspiring message for all of you, and keep living on your life, keep fighting that good fight, and don't be afraid to dream big. Thank you.